It's me, Renee. I'm back. So, I know I told you that I was only going to do the TBR and the wrap up for this readathon. I changed my mind. So, sorry. It's Wednesday, it's halfway, more or less. How do you define halfway when it's 7 days? I mean, you can't divide 7 by 2. But I suppose Wednesday is as good as any. Anyway, this is going up tonight, so it'll kind of be halfway, wouldn't it? Closest thing to halfway, you hell, is it? Isn't it? I don't know maths. Anyway, I'm doing it. Sorry. So this is just a little update on how it's been going so far. So far, I finished 2 books. No, sorry. Finished 3 books. I finished 2 books yesterday. But in total, I finished 3 books. I started with, the first book I started with was, moment, as always, I don't have control. I started with Yes, No, Maybe So. You see it now? Now you see it, yeah? By Becky Albertalli and Aisha Said. As you see, I had it on audiobook. Well, you could think it's ebook, but it's audiobook. Sorry. So I started this on Monday. I went for a walk. I've been walking lately, so I went for a walk and started listening to it on a walk. And I had planned to read this in the same day, read them both simultaneously at the same time, which I end up doing. But I listened to maybe I don't know 6-7 hours of this, so halfway of this on Monday, and then I read 2 or 3. No, I think I actually read. Maybe I read 5 chapters of this. Yeah, I did. But I plan to read more. But so I plan to just go for a walk, listen to this book, and then come home and read this. But I was so captivated by Yes, No, Maybe So that I ended up listening to it lots of hours at home. But I did, as I said, I did read this a bit as well. So that was my Monday. On, I was about to say Wednesday. On Tuesday, I listened to the rest of this, went for another walk, listened to the rest of Yes, No, Maybe So. And I read a bit more in I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and I end up DNFing it. I got 140 pages or so in, and the book is 330 pages, so I would say I got a fair bit amount into it. But honestly, I wasn't feeling it. I mean, I wasn't hating it, but with this being contemporary fun and having lots of books on my TBR, and this book not tempting me that much to read on, yeah, I just thought I'll DNF it. I might try it again in the future because everybody and their mom says that Moringu is the best, but so far she didn't really impress me. I suppose it could be just at the wrong time for this book. Maybe if I pick it up next week or something. Sometimes you pick a book up at the wrong time. Could be that. Or it could be that's not for me. I don't know. But anyway, for this period, for this time, I put it down, and DNF'd it. And then I end up reading Queer as a $5 Bill by Lee Wind. Actually, check it out. It's self-published. He published it through Kickstarter, so that's quite fun. This sorry, a bit of a cough, a bit of a throat issue. So this book I started yesterday evening after DNFing this, and then I read this, and I felt like I was going to bed going to sleep around 1:30. I ended up going to sleep about 11:30, but still I was tired, so I've been reading for a while in this one. I actually got halfway through this one actually. It's not a huge book, so that's not hard, at least not for me. It's 273 pages, so it's not huge, and it's not very dense or hard to read. Some pages are smaller and stuff, like that one. So yeah, I had planned slightly to finish it all yesterday in bed because it was so good yesterday. I was just loving it, but in the end I thought, well, I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. So I slept. I read the rest of it today, and honestly, it was kind of like reading two different books. Well, not exactly like that, but like yesterday I loved it, every bit of it, but today it's like it's good. It's not as good as yesterday. So I don't know if yesterday I was in a more mood for it, or if the first part is better than the last part. I'm not sure. But still, all in all, it is a good book. But I would say it's kind of one of those books where, as you see, it's not a huge book. But I would say, like, I think it had benefited from being longer. Not because, well, most books you want to be longer because you don't want them to end. This one I just kind of felt like, that scene ended there. Couldn't you expand on that scene? Couldn't you expand on that scene? Couldn't you have told us more about that aspect of the story? I felt like so much of the story could have been elaborated on and expanded on, and it wasn't. I do suppose it is a debut book, so I suppose that could be some of the issue with it. I'm not sure. But still, it wasn't a bad book. I would say that if you want to read a queer book, if you want to read a queer book set in today with kind of historical aspects, check it out. But it's not the best book in the world. Though I suppose I read a lot, so it's harder for me to find best books in the world in some ways. But yeah. Still, I did enjoy it. And it really deserves to have more presence in the book community because it's the idea of it and the execution of it is still interesting and fun. It is. And yeah, I decided I'm actually going to do a book talk on this in its entirety, just this book, because I have thoughts. So yeah, and that's how it's been so far. Sorry. So my next plan is to start the audiobook of a moment. Because I already downloaded a lot of audiobooks last week, I have them ready here. So my next plan is to listen to a Duke by default. Oh, I thought I clicked on the listen. I didn't. It's by Elisa Cole. It's second in her series. It's a companion series, to best of my knowledge, so it's not one where you have to read all the books. But yeah, this is the second one in the series. I think it takes place after the first one. I'm not completely sure. But I really liked Elisa Cole, the first one. I listened to her, read about her 2 weeks ago now? 1 week ago? Before? So yeah, kind of interesting to get to this one. And since the one I finished yesterday was YA, I thought it was nice to shake it up a bit and listen to this one now. And then I have one more contemporary audiobook I'm thinking I might listen to at the end of the week if I have more time, which is not impossible, I don't know. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna listen to that one on the way to work and stuff today. And then my plan is, my plan, it's the same really. I plan to start Jemima Small versus the Universe. It's by Tamsin Winter. It's fat rap. It's a British author, and it's actually a new to me author. So yeah, it works for a lot of prompts. And yeah, I really, as you've seen sometimes, they have screen on cover, but yeah. I really enjoy British contemporary. Well, you don't really mind, like, I don't really care if it's British uh, or it's United States. I mean, I just like contemporary in general, but I suppose in a way, it's kind of fun to read British because I think in some ways they're similar to us. Probably are, we're both in Europe and stuff. there's less like dress codes and violence and stuff, but not that that's not interesting to read about. But yeah, anyway, interested to get this one. I had actually originally thought that I would have read a lot, sorry, a lot more by this point. I suppose before I've read more in readathons. I suppose it depends a bit like how you do it. Like some readathons, I end up reading like I reading it during the day, and then I end up staying up till like 2, 3 in the morning reading because the books I have is so interesting, and I read like all the time. I haven't read all the time this week so far, but I finished 3 books. I can't really complain, can I? I suppose I can, but why would I? Why would I? So yeah, that's our plan to start this one next. This one and the audiobook I took by default. And after that, since it's halfway, I'm just gonna remind you. After that, I have these 3 books in like physical form, and then as I said, I have one more audiobook. And tonight I'm going to work, so I won't read that much tonight. Well, might read after work, obviously, but like not part while I'm at work. I will be unprofessional. But yeah, I have these ones, and you see most of them aren't, like these 2 aren't that thick. And there's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, there's 4 more days, full days. So I'm not that concerned really. I suppose this one I might not get to because it's bigger, but it's also, I'm pretty sure it's fast read and easily read. So yeah, Undercover Princess. It's said to be the Princess Diary-ish style. So yeah, just went a bit rambling there, but yeah. So that's how my contemporary fun has been so far. I hope your contemporary fun has been fun so far. If you have any tips or any ideas or any thoughts on the books I read, comment on you in the doodle in the comments. I want to say comment in doodle. You can't do that, can you now? Anyway, this is me saying Renee out. Hey, sorry. So I actually said this in a comment, but I haven't said it in a video. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna say it here. If you don't film it, it didn't happen. It's not real. It is, but you know, if you take it to that level, extreme. But yeah, I decided, in addition to those books, 3 formal books, I decided on Friday, since it's Valentine's, I'm actually gonna pick up Plum Loving by Janet Ivanovich. This would be a reread for me, but it's like a novella. It's not huge. I think it's just 120, 110, 150 pages, so it's not huge. It's a part of the Stephanie Plum books, but it's kind of, well, as you see, it's one of the smaller books. And Janet Ivanovich started writing smaller stories set in the same world. So this is around Valentine, and then you have one around Christmas, one around holiday, Halloween. And I think I have one around Easter as well. I'm not sure, but yeah. So this is actually the first of those in-between novels, actually. Stephanie Plum is it's an adult series set around Stephanie Plum. That's a bounty hunter. She has very much luck and not all the skill. She has sass and she's very relatable and fun. And yeah, I would say check her out if you haven't. I'll just add this. I'm adding this to my TBR, so I'm planning on reading it on Friday. Bye bye.